Welcome back to the Herb Brooks Arena in Lake Placid, New York, as we get set for a Northwood School prep game hosting Stanstead College. For those joining from afar, Northwood skating in the home white sweaters. They took a loss last night, 5-4, in a close one, playing against a very competitive Stanstead College skating in the red sweaters. In the goal this afternoon for Northwood, Kirschenbaum. And he'll try to keep all pucks from crossing that goal line. We're going to go 3 17-minute periods for regulation. My name's Glenn Burnett. I'll cover your play-by-play. Excited to have you here with me. Excited you to have me here with you. High above the 1980 rink in Lake Placid, New York. The Living Hockey Museum. As the teams break away from their nets and head over to the bench, they'll get some last-minute pointers from their coaches. And then the starters will take the ice ahead of the first period puck drop. As they clear out the last of the pucks in the Stanstead net. And Northwood sending out their first line. 3 goals scored yesterday on this first line combined. A pair by Heggie. In case you're following, that's number 5, skating up to the left wing. And 1 by Saselka. We'll take the puck drop here. Goalies are ready. Officials are ready. Oh, hockey day. Right off the face-off. Heading right in on the forecheck. Heggie dumps it off to the end boards. Battling for it alongside Lasky. Still caught up in the corner. Played off the half boards, dumped in deep, and there goes Lasky chasing in after it. And he's able to pin it behind the net with a quick tuck. Goes for the second chancer, and that's turned away. Kept in by Murphy. Stanstead from behind the net. Playing out to neutral ice along the right wing. Stanstead pressuring in, pass out in front. And that's turned away, blown dead. We'll have a face-off. We'll face off to Kirschenbaum's left. Played out to the point. Stanstead with a wrister. Slicing through traffic and held onto by Kirschenbaum. A quick change to the second line. Dante Senna taking the puck drop. Loses possession there. And then blown dead. So Senna steps right back up. And on either side he's got Sheen and Cruz. Stanstead quickly taking possession. Shot save. And another stoppage of play. And that's for the net coming off its bearings. We'll get that reset. In this early minute of the first period. Played out towards Kirschenbaum. He sticks it aside. Northwood trying to clear the zone, unable to, and Stanstead with another rocket. That one above the cage and into the glass as that puck is caught on the netting behind the cage. Played up to the left point, down to the half boards. Losing a handle temporarily, a shot redirected by the defense, and that one's knocked away by Kirschenbaum. Stanstead with it at the end boards, kicking it up ahead, looking for help. Playing it from the side of the cage, out in front, shot, save! And that's blown dead. And the official perhaps giving a little bit of advice to the Stanstead skater. Maybe a warning. As it appears, we have some technical issues down on the ice. As they water down at the bottom of the posts. And we'll pick up action in just a moment. Stanstead still on a forecheck. Northwood having a bit of a time getting it out of the defensive zone. Played out to neutral ice and then dumped back in. Played around the end boards behind the net. Firing it up ahead. This one chipped forward into the neutral zone. And Stanstead picks up possession. Played up through neutral ice across the center stripe, and Smith with it. Handles it across to his defense mate, but a dangerous pass through the slot. Nothing coming of it though. Della Quadri racing in, putting some pressure at the boards. Now fired out in front. Stanstead still able to be around the puck wherever it happens to be. And once again, fired into the Northwood zone. And it appears we've got all sorts of technical issues here as we take a look at a gloveless Kirschenbaum. As his glove ended up kicked across the ice, nearly to the blue line. And still trying to get up ahead. Lasky battling for it, along with Saselka. Smith out in front, he catches the blade on it. And Stanstead centering, Smith with it, chips it forward. Lasky unable to handle the lifted puck. And now Smith once again trying to send it out of the zone. So far, Stanstead winning the ice position battle as they've spent most of the time in this early first period in the offensive zone. Saselka plays it down low. Lasky with it in the corner, battling. And Heggie trying to help out. Saselka rotating out towards the slot. And a backhand attempt. Lasky couldn't get any stick on it. And that one glides across to the faceoff circle. And Stanstead trying to regain composure here. Saselka fires it deep again. Lasky with it below the goal line, out in front. And a save as Lasky gets upended into the goaltender. And the net comes off the bearings. So we'll have a stoppage with 13:17 remaining. First period action here. You're watching Northwood School Prep Hockey hosting Stanstead College. Their JV team. Sheen battling at the half boards. And Cruz down low. Stanstead racing around the boards on the far side. Poked away by Senna, and Stanstead regains control. Played into neutral ice. Now replayed back out of the Northwood zone. And Cruz back in there. A little bit of help down on the back door. And they avoid disaster there. Boudreau applying pressure in the defensive zone. Out in front, and that's chipped away by Boudreau. Senna with a good block, and Cruz chips it ahead to him. He's got Sheen on the back door, unable to unload. And Stanstead will send it out to neutral ice. Northwood able to get a change while the puck was deep in the offensive zone. Sheen trying to help out. Della Quadri on the near side boards. And now up ahead, Sheen Handing it off to Senna, missing the mark there, and Stanstead comes away with it. Across the center stripe, entering in from the right wing, the off-winger with it. Goes for the backhand pass out in front. Kirschenbaum with the initial save, still loose out in front. Picked up by the defense, and that's fired off the glass and through neutral ice. This will go deep into the Stanstead zone. No icing. Delaquadri pressing down low. Smith fires it around the corner. Farabee with a little help. Along with Winthrop. Winthrop battling. Farabee plays it around the boards. This will go to the far side corner. Delaquadri going in for help. A mishandled puck, and Delaquadri able to get it deep into the zone. A pass out ahead, and Smith over pursues it. It's a 2-on-1 shaping up. Backdoor shot, score! And Stanstead on the board with the icebreaker. All that forechecking time pays off, and Stanstead takes the lead. Now up 1-0 with 11:03 remaining. First period action. Coming off of the face-off, Lasky battling for the loose puck. Now Kayamov pulling around, chipping it up but taken away by Stanstead. And Stanstead with help on the backside. And now a Northwood rush coming on. Shot, goal! A one-timer from Heggie. Add that to his stats line. Picked up 2 yesterday. And a one-timer cutting across the slot. Midway up, Rister finds the back of the net, and that's your equalizer, folks. Just about a half minute later. We've got a 1-1 game. Northwood with it. Here's Murphy. Murphy chipping it up ahead. Picked up by Heggie. Heggie still on the ice, taking it to the right wing, into the corner. Cloud up against the glass. This one swung around to the far side. And Kayamov fires it deep into the forecheck. Trying to wrap around. And that one's closed off by the young Stanstead goaltender. Stanstead from the left point area. Cutting through the face-off circle. Taken away by Northwood, who's playing a little bit more motivated now. Lasky battling just outside his bench. And Boudreau caught up outside the Stanstead bench as Northwood battles behind the goal line. Saselka unable to poke that away. Sheen with a little harassment. Cruz battling through the neutral zone. And Northwood comes away with it. A nice slicing pass out to Cruz. Let's see if he can find his way back to it as he forges into the corner. Trying to clear it, but it's played back in from the point. Cruz and Sheen doubling up below the goal line. And now Stanstead coming out on a 3-on-3 rush. Dropping it off, got a little triangle action going out there. Deflected out into the ice. Stanstead from the corner, up to the right point, down to the half board. Rister, and that one goes wide, played off of the end boards, and unable to come away with anything. From the near side half boards, here comes Senna racing up ahead. Through the defense in the neutral zone, buying just enough time to get some substitutions out there for Northwood. And now Senna back with it, dumping it in deeply. And that'll be picked up by Stanstead. Delaquadri up ahead, applying pressure. Kayamov to Delaquadri, off the far side half board. Stanstead with the puck. Easing it up along the boards and then taken away. Kayamov on the left point. Smith on the right. And Stanstead looking for the exit. Plays a stretch pass out across central ice. Kayamov with pressure. Looking to dislodge the puck. Stanstead still with it. Trying to hand it off to the point, but an errant pass mishandled. And Stanstead will have to regroup. Played up ahead. 1-on-2. Couldn't get enough pepper on that one. And Stanstead playing from the end boards. Played out to the right side point. Down to the hashes on the far side. Back down to the corner. Stanstead continuing to cycle the puck. And it appears we have a cross check out here. Let's just double check that. And so Smith will head to the box for a couple. And so Stanstead goes to the power play. 7:14 remaining, first period. All tied up, one apiece. Stanstead looking to capitalize. Playing deep in their own zone. Setting up for a rush. An errant pass. And a great play by Lasky to intercept it and keep it in the Stanstead zone. Murphy with it. Played to Heggie, and Heggie sending it down the ice. Played up ahead. A nice give and go. And now fired. What a rocket of a shot and a great glove by Kirschenbaum. And we'll set up a face-off to Kirschenbaum's left. As we wait for a couple of Northwood skaters to come off the ice. From the point, down into the corner, off the end boards, and into the left side face-off circle. Then high up top above the slot, shot. And Stanstead on the back door picks up a second chance and go ahead with the power play goal. Stanstead doing a fine job of cycling the puck during that power play. Found themselves an opportunity and made it happen. 6:13, first period. Stanstead now up 2-1. Back to full strength. Playing out of the Stanstead zone. Cruz chasing in with Senna on the puck. Played up ahead. Kayamov unable to get it past neutral ice. Kirschenbaum comes out, hands it off to his teammate, and Senna races up ahead. The center of this line. Through the wickets. Around traffic. And Kayamov back down low. From the left wing, picked up loose. Cruz. From the left wing again, face-off circle. Shot, and that one didn't have much on it. Too much pressure by Stanstead. Cruz still chasing after it. Kayamov firing it towards the net. That one comes off a skate and ends up on the near side half board. Played out to neutral ice. And Stanstead will lead the charge. 2-on-4 right now while they make changes on the back end of the play. And here's Sheen. Skating around Stanstead skaters. Firing it off the end board. That one comes out to the Stanstead netminder. And we'll have a play stoppage. Facing off to the right of the Stanstead netminder. Played in on net, and that one's blocked away. Delaquadri pressuring in. Poke check, unable to come away with it, but disrupting the exit. And Northwood chasing in. Boudreau in the corner. With Winthrop helping out behind. And Murphy at the half boards on the near side. Farabee. This one's played up at the point. Stanstead unable to make anything out of the forechecking action right now as they're playing in the shallow end of the zone. Northwood still unable to get it out. Oh, and that was a tough shot right there as Farabee goes down to the ground. Stanstead just trying to send the puck deep into the zone, and this just catches him in the midsection as he doubles over onto the ice. 4:06 remaining in the first period. Stanstead leading 2-1. We'll pause for a moment. As Farabee slowly regains himself. Currently, Stanstead leading in the shots on goal department, 10-4. Spending much of the ice time in the forechecking zone. And let's give it up for Farabee as he stands up and walks off under his own power. He'll head over to the bench, catch a breather. And Saselka will step up. As Murphy fires that around the corner. This will go out to the far side boards. Played out in front, stopped with a paddle of Kirschenbaum. And now Stanstead retreats to neutral ice. Played up ahead and a nice block by Saselka, disallowing the puck from going deep into their zone. And this will be blown dead. We'll have a face-off outside the Northwood zone on the near side dot. Just a little over 3.5 remaining in this first period. On a beautiful fall afternoon here in Lake Placid, New York. The leaves have already crossed their peak. Lots of ambers and browns out there now. Kirschenbaum with the stop. That'll bring up a face-off to his left as Smith heads out onto the ice. We got the Lasky line. And there's Heggie looking for an outlet pass, it appears, as he chases up towards the point man. Stanstead from D to D on the left point. Shot deflected. Lasky with pressure up at the point. Stanstead, cross-ice pass to the right side face-off circle. And this one is passed around off of the glass. And Northwood with it. Chips it up. And it goes nowhere. Stanstead still battling for it. Alive in the forecheck. Passing it back to the left point. And then mishandled on its way down to the corner. Northwood might be able to get out. And they do. And Heggie will race up ahead. Trying to avoid any icing, and it looks like no icing will happen as Lasky comes up and digs out the loose puck, and Stanstead steals it away. Stanstead across center strike. Out to the left faceoff circle with help on the back door. Kayamov helping out Kirschenbaum out in front. And now Kayamov at the end boards. Bodying up. And a wrister, that one gets deflected. Goes wide of the net. Played up to the point. And Kirschenbaum with a nice kick. Sets that one wide of the net. And Stanstead still on the attack. A nice move by the Northwood defenseman. Rather, that's Saselka, their center. Heggie through traffic with help out in front, and a chip shot that was a magic combination there. Both of them coming away with points in yesterday's game. And now Heggie to Saselka. And another equalizer as we go to 2-2 with 1:43 remaining, first period action. As Senna steps up for the puck drop. With Sheen and Cruz out there. Here's Boudreau from the near side, playing it up ahead. Stanstead with it. Cutting in through the slot. Well covered from the left point. Almost intercepted by Cruz. That one's fired off the glass and it'll come around to the near side. And stolen away. Sheen racing up ahead. He's got a clear look. Shot. Sticked away. Trying to play it back out in front. Stanstead gains possession. And plays that up into neutral ice. Boudreau with it. Plays it up ahead into the offensive zone. Stanstead picks it up and fires it across. Misses the target and Kirschenbaum will come out of the crease. Settling it down and passes it up ahead. Cruz takes the pass in neutral ice and then he's forced off the puck. Stanstead from their own zone. Played up ahead. Boudreau unable to cut off the racing Stanstead skater, and a cross-ice pass broken up by Boudreau. Stanstead from neutral ice, pressured by Cruz. Now across the center stripe. Looking for the shot, and that one goes wide. Played off the end boards. Cruz with it. Just under 10 seconds to go. Played out in front. Shot. No damage done. That's played up to the near side half boards. And that'll do it for our first period of action. At the end of one period of play. Northwood 2, Stanstead 2. We'll take a quick break and return for our second period puck drop. All right, welcome back as we get set for second period action in Lake Placid Olympic Center. Our second period of 17 minutes here. There's your score. Northwood 2, Stanstead 2. Northwood with a late period goal in that first period. As we switch ends of the ice, some of you are familiar with the phrase, the period of the long change. That's the second period. The period where the defensive adjustments are harder to come by because the goaltender is on the opposite side of the ice. Racing over to the defensive end is a longer skate, so your substitutions have to be very timely. More likely on the offensive side than on the defensive side, or during dead puck play. Stanstead in the attacking zone. Northwood comes away with it across the center stripe. Lasky from the right wing, firing it towards the slot, unable to get it through traffic to Heggie, who's already got a goal in this one, plus an assist. Fired in on Kirschenbaum, and Kirschenbaum able to hold on to it. Little help from the Stanstead folks. Who is the goaltender, please? Brand? Yeah. B-R-A-N-D? Yes. Excellent. Thank you so much. That's okay. That's okay. And now battling in the corner, Saselka comes away with it in his own zone, skating through traffic, and lucky he didn't turn that one over at the top of the slot. Kayamov with it, but not before and offsides. And we'll pull back for a moment as Northwood sends out the center line. Shane and Cruz out there. Smith on the back end for defense and Boudreau on the right side. Northwood trying to get in on the forecheck again and try to keep momentum here as they go D to D. Boudreau with it. He's unable to get much on that pass into neutral ice, and this will turn right back around. Kirschenbaum wisely covers up, and we'll have a face-off. As we see the Stanstead line changing out ahead of the face-off. My name's Glenn Burnett. I'm your play-by-play. Always fun to watch these Northwood games. Level of competition they bring in here is very respectable as Northwood battles for it. That's Smith behind the net. Now Santa comes away with it, but broken up by Stanstead. And now with a wrister through traffic, Kirschenbaum with the initial save. And that's quickly whistled dead as Kirschenbaum lay sprawled out in the crease. Well, the puck's still in front of the goal line, so we'll have a face-off. For those of you who are listening live here in the arena, if you got friends and family, or even for yourselves after the fact, you want to watch the videos here, listen to the play-by-play in the comfort of your own home or wherever you happen to be. This will be posted on YouTube, the Game Capsule TV channel. That's Game Capsule TV on YouTube. Just look for the Northwood games, and you can watch these games after a short delay. All of the media from the first period will be uploaded soon. We'll be running about a half-hour delay before this is available to be watched. But if you got friends and family outside the arena, or in case you want to watch us later on this evening, during the weekend, what have you, Game Capsule TV on YouTube. As we have a stoppage here, the officials trying to rein things in. And Senna. Some frustrations out there. And one apiece will head to the box. So the centerman for Northwood will sit. As will one of the Stanstead players. These will go as likely misconducts. We'll listen for the announcement just to be accurate. But we retain 5-on-5 on the ice, which in my understanding means that the two are sitting as a penalty for being bad. Ooh, and a whistle here, that's an offsides. And so Northwood missing out on an opportunity to go on the attack. We'll have a face-off outside the Stanstead zone on the far side dot. Played out across neutral ice to the near side board. Stanstead firing it up ahead, chipping it in to the Northwood zone. An unsettled puck out there, rolling down towards the end boards. Kayamov able to wrap it around the boards, but Stanstead from the point able to chip it back in. Through the face-off circle below the goal line with a little give and go there. The initial stop made, and then the net comes off its bearing, so it gets propped back up again. And now we see our scoring line come out. This is Saselka stepping in for the puck drop. He's got a goal. And his line mate, Heggie, as you see him here, number 5, skating away with the puck, playing it through the wickets, pressing in as Lasky takes away the loose puck. Heggie's got a goal and an assist today. Shot, that one's blocked away by the Stanstead netminder. And some physical play there up against the boards. Stanstead peeling back. looking for the outlet pass. Bounces that one into neutral ice as it's chipped up ahead. And Northwood comes up with it again and sends it deep into the zone. That'll be icing against Northwood, so we'll go to the other end of the ice. Had a brief moment between periods to hear from Mr. Hegge's dad. I guess you call him Mr. Hegge, right? And they're really enjoying seeing the videos going up online and following along with the audio. Great thing about the audio is if you need to, you got to step out of the room or wherever you happen to be. Just keep that audio on and listen. Shot! Saved by Stanstead. And another one, still battling for it, but the defense able to get it away from the goaltender. We'll get a whistle here. And let's just see what this is. Okay, that's just the net coming off the bearings. It happens occasionally when you get some of that traffic just thrashing at the puck out in front. Stanstead with the puck from their own zone. Cross ice. Played up ahead on the right wing. Chasing in after it. Played below the goal line. And Boudreau lays a hit and able to disrupt the pass. Keeps that one from getting passed into the slot. And we got a trip out there. And by the looks of it, Northwood will go to the power play. 12:25 remaining, second period action. All tied up at 2 apiece. And Northwood will go to the power play, facing off outside their own zone on the far side dot. Siselka draws it back. And now Kayamov from behind his own net. Pressured by Stanstead, and a nice move to shake the pressure. Here's Siselka on the left wing. He's got Sheen up at the point. Over to Kayamov. Kayamov down to Siselka on the left wing. Very low, down at the impossible angle. Fires it in on net. And that one's gloved by Brand. During the stoppage, we'll see some substitutions. As Siselka steps up for another face-off, winning that one. And Senna out there as well. Kayamov with it from the left point, rotating to the top of the slot. Fires that one, blocked by the defense. Senna, shot, sticked away. Loose puck comes out, and that one's shoved out of the zone, well down the length of the ice. As Kirschenbaum comes out of the cage and wisely lifts it up off the boards. This one, unfortunately, coming off of a skate and heading back towards the goaltender, thus stalling the power play as they race right up ahead. And a nice play, poke check by Stanstead right at center ice. And Northwood having a hard time putting together this rush. Here's Siselka on the left wing. Pausing, a little toe drag. A little catch me if you can. From the near side half boards, down low. Played up to Kayamov. Kayamov. Cross ice to the weak side. Now atop the slot. Sends it down to Senna. Senna couldn't get one on it. Came just off the heel of the stick. Kayamov down low. Lasky follows it around behind the net. Little poke check, avoids that one, sends it up to the point. A nice pass, shot off the end boards. And Siselka looking for that second chance, playing the rebound off the end boards. And no luck. As we'll have a brief stoppage ahead of a face-off. And Northwood with a change. This is Sheen taking the face-off. Cruz down to Sheen. And now we're back to full strength. As Stanstead substitutes a skater. An errant pass but Northwood able to hold on to it. Cruz out in front, off the stick, and that one rebounded out in front. Boudreau under heavy pressure at neutral ice, able to hang on to it, keeps his focus. And Cruz applying some pressure in the offensive zone. And another one, continuing to body up. Here's Stanstead with it. As we climb down towards the 9.5-minute mark in the second period. Boudreau up off the glass out of the zone. The delayed offside. Stanstead will have to tag up. Smith around the corner. Boudreau. And that one a little bit too hard. Comes off the boards, and that'll be icing against Northwood. So we'll have a face-off to Kirschenbaum's right. And we'll have to redo that drop. Senna standing in at center. We've got Winthrop out there as well. And Farabee, having recovered from that blast he took in the midsection, back out on the ice. That's number 25, the one that doubled over. And here he is, Farabee applying pressure up front. Out to Kaimov. Kaimov heading in. Takes a wrister. That's blocked by the defense. And then Farabee with a wrister from the top of the slot through traffic. That one is brushed away by Brand. No icing on this, and a centering pass broken up by Senna. Senna comes away with it. Around the defense. Kaimov wants it. Up ahead on the left wing. He's going to take it in deep. Shot, looking for a second chance. But Winthrop unable to get that one to play off of the leg pads. And doesn't get any action from the back door. And now it's time for a goaltender change. Just about midway through the game. Kirschenbaum will skate to the bench, replaced by Bo Solomon. This one played off the end board. Stanstead, centering pass out in front, putting the attack on Solomon right away. And a nice pickup here. Here's Hagee. What will he get? Chips one in as he's bodied up by the Stanstead defender. Siselka unable to hold on to it. And we've got extra play. And this will be broken up by the officials. As the pressure rises. And unfortunately, Northwood and Stanstead, both with players disqualified from the rest of the game, as we watched a point man, Hagee, walking towards the locker rooms. Hagee had a goal and an assist through this point here in the second period. 7:56 remaining, second period action. And the officials just trying to keep the pressure down just a little bit. Very close, competitive game thus far. With tensions mounting and an occasional rupture. And this is just one of those ruptures, as we see one of the Stanstead players, one of the Northwood players, exiting for the remainder of the game. The officials logging in the information. We should get a call pretty soon here. on the official designation. Officials from both sides breaking it down for each team. And will still be 5-on-5. So still full strength, as we'll get back to action in just a moment. This had been blown dead in the Stanstead zone, deep in the Stanstead zone. Which is where the infraction took place, but the puck had been sent towards neutral ice. For the sake of serving out penalties, a player from both teams will sit in the box and will face off to Brand's right. This is chipped up and through neutral ice as Stanstead races up ahead on the left side, firing it through the crease, looking for a redirect. And now Stanstead from the right wing, shoveling it out in front. That one shot off the side of the cage. And it appears here.
2 minutes for cross-checking, plus 4 minutes and a game for fighting. That was only 7:56, second period.
And Solomon frustrated here, as it appears the official may have given him a warning, perhaps related to knocking the net off the bearings, as Solomon pleads his case. And now Stanstead will send Murphy to the box to serve for Solomon, and we'll listen for the official announcement on that one. Well, that seemed to be some sort of a technical, and a shot from the right wing, top of the face-off circle. And that took no time. Fired in on the glove side, and Solomon now aghast. After being called on a technical, putting his team on the penalty kill, and near instantaneous shot right into the net off of that face-off. 7:21 remaining. Stanstead jumping out to the lead, now up 3-2. Smith chasing back into his own zone. We're back to full strength. Kayamov with it. We got a delayed whistle coming up. And now Sheen is going to race it out, and he's going to try to avoid Stanstead skaters at all costs so that Solomon can come out. And a trip is the call on that delay. Northwood was hoping to get a 6th skater out there to attack, but blown dead just in time. And now Northwood goes to the power play. There's still plenty of seating in the penalty boxes, as Saselka steps in for the face-off. Sheen will take the left wing, and Senna, typically we'll see him centering lines. He's back on the defensive side. Saselka up ahead on the left wing. Played to the end boards, into the corner. Easing up, rotating with Sheen. Sheen goes down low. Saselka passes it down. Sheen will rotate, hands it off to Saselka. Wide and low shot, and that sticked away. And now Saselka again. Rotates it down. And Sheen with it. Hands it off to Senna. Senna patiently fires it into the corner. Kayamov plays it around to the near side corner. Saselka with it.
Second period.
From the left half boards. Shaping it up. Senna will rotate. And Saselka fires straight down the barrel. And that one's turned away by the Stanstead netminder as Solomon comes out of the cage. 45 seconds remaining on the power play. Stick save by Brand, and he covers up the loose puck. We'll have a face-off in the Stanstead zone. .5:41 remaining, second period action. Stanstead skating in red, leading by 1, 3-2. Northwood on the power play, skating in the white. Played from the left face-off circle, down to Saselka on the half boards. He's got Sheen down below and Smith. Back down to Saselka from the hash marks. Taking it behind the net. Looking for another angle. Here's Cruz. Cruz back to Saselka. Saselka tries to get a redirect down in front of the crease. Loose puck picked up by Smith as they continue to handle it. A little bit of composure as we're about to go to full strength. And that one covered up by Brand. And Stanstead successfully killing off the penalty. And on the play stoppage, we'll make a wholesale change on the lines. Lasky stepping in for the face-off. Northwood with it behind the net. Centering it out to the slot, mishandled. And racing back, Kayamov. This is a 3-on-1 shot. And that one's brushed away. Good for the defense to get that second chancer and clear the zone. And Stanstead plays it off to the boards. Down behind the net. With one on the back door, loose puck on the crease, and that one's backhanded. But Stanstead able to hold his own. Lasky down at the end boards. Plays it down to the near side. Kayamov trying to lift it up. Can't get enough on it. Played in the corner. Up to the point, Della Quadri able to let that one out. And Stanstead sending it deep into the zone. They'll make some changes while they're on offense. Sheen with it on the far side half boards. He chips it up into neutral ice. And Della Quadri will come off. And Cruz comes in. This looks like a mishandled puck as Lasky picks it up and keeps it in the zone. Sheen up ahead. Plays out through the end boards, and Cruz with a poke check, unable to take that one away. Stanstead still trying to exit. Played off the far side boards. And Boudreau with it. Boudreau on the near side entering in the attacking zone. Plays that deep to the end boards. Cruz at the half boards. Stanstead with it, racing out with a little bit of a rush going on. Hands it off, top of the face-off circle, shot, sticked away by Solomon. Played from behind the net, fed out in front, and Senna comes away with it. Blasting through, and Senna, he's a fast skater. Oh, he goes to the backhand, and what a play! What a way to race out and beat the defensive retreat and get just enough time to go right, left, and bury it to the back of the net. That's your equalizer, folks, and we're drawn even at 3 with 2:48 remaining, second period action. Stanstead with the puck off the faceoff. Chased in by Cruz. Stanstead up along the far side boards. Looking for the stretch pass. This one saucered down a little bit too far out of reach. And that'll be icing against Stanstead. We'll have a face-off in the Stanstead zone. What a play by Senna. And what a back check by Northwood. Senna feeling the heat. Tries to put another one on net. Cruz looks like he got a shot up in the face area. As he skates off, he's going to need someone to jump in for him. Stanstead with the puck. Nearly turned over at neutral ice and then finally stripped away. Delaquadre battling for it at the point, and Boudreau will retrieve it on the far side boards. Racing up ahead, he's bodied up and dislodged from the puck. Stanstead comes away with it. Delaquadre with nice dexterity with that stick there, pulling that shot, rather that pass out of the air. Stanstead making some changes behind the play. 97 seconds remaining in this second period. Stanstead looking to get back in on the attack. And now Sheen racing up ahead. He's got help with Lasky. He goes for the second chance opportunity, but that one is held onto by Brand. And they'll get no rebound on the backside. A minute 23 remaining. Second period action. 3-3. We've got it all in this game. Nobody in the penalty box. How did that happen? Played from neutral ice. Northwood trying to fish it forward. And Stanstead trades it back. Delaquadre unable to get anything on that one. And Stanstead will pick up the loose puck in their own zone. Played out through neutral ice from the right wing. Kayamov with pressure down low. And a little bit of help by Lasky. He'll play it up ahead. A nice little stretch pass. Way to go stick to stick with Sheen. Fires a surprise shot from the right wing, and that one's sticked away by Brand. Sheen picks it up, drops it off to Cruz. Cruz lifts one. That one's poked by the glove hand of Brand. No damage done. Lasky with it. Battling at the end boards. Smith goes into the corner. Takes a little bit of a shove. And Stanstead able to come away with the puck. Racing up ahead. He's got help trailing behind from the right side. Plays it off of the glass, and that one comes around the corner. Out to the point. And now picked up by Northwood. Tied up between the skates there. And Stanstead will resume possession. And that'll do it for 2 periods of play. An action-packed period. We've seen some goals, we've seen some ejections. We've seen some butts in the seats in the penalty box. That's where it stands right now. We'll take a quick intermission, refresh the sheet, and come back for third period action. At the end of 2, Northwood 3, Stanstead 3. We'll be right back. Welcome back. As we've just come back from refreshing the ice sheet ahead of the third period puck drop. That's a story as we enter the third period. Northwood 3, Stanstead 3. Very close matchup. The officials are ready. Goaltenders taking their net. They're ready. Starters are on the ice. Let's play some hockey. These two teams battled out yesterday to a 5-4 final, with Stanstead taking the victory. Northwood trying to split the series here in Lake Placid. Forward pass out in front, and wow, what a quick reaction there. That one's got to be caught in the equipment. As Solomon continuing to look for that puck. That one fired from below the goal line to the near side, shot straight on Solomon. And Soselka, that one out in front, sealing off the post with a little bit of help, and then looking for the wraparound. Soselka battling for it and finally chipping it away. That one played to the half boards. Lasky trying to exit the zone. And here comes Soselka. From the right wing, he fires it a little bit too far. That one will whip all the way around. I guess that's one way to spread the defense. Except in this case, it's turned back over, and Stanstead nearly forming back up a forecheck. Soselka with it. They'll try it again. Soselka from the near side, on the right side, fires it on net. That's the way it's done. That's gloved out of the air, knocked down to the ice, and Stanstead comes away with the loose puck. From the right side, gloved by Solomon. Stanstead getting a good look from the far hashes. Northwood comes into today with an 8-2 record. A strong start for the young team. And here's Kaimov. Plays it off the end boards to the near side. Delaquadri able to get it out to neutral ice. And now Stanstead takes it away. Playing it deep behind the net. And Cruz comes away with it. Played out from behind the goal line, and Stanstead with a puck racing across the center stripe. That one's poked away. And a good play by Delaquadri. And Shine passes it to the left side. Cruz unable to grab it. And then pounded up against the boards on the far side. Stanstead skating out of their own zone across the center stripe. Into the offensive zone from the slot. And that one's deflected high into the ice and picked up by Kaimov. Kaimov holding steady behind the net. Trying to come out of the zone, plays it off the boards, trying to play it to himself, but that one's broken up by Stanstead. And now Northwood in the offensive zone. Lasky with it, down by the half boards on the near side. Played out to the point, unable to hold on to it. That was Farabee. If you can recall earlier in the game, Farabee got a blast to the midsection, fell to the ice, was down for a couple minutes, but he's up and on the ice and skating just fine right now. And a nice play here as Winthrop races up ahead, but Stanstead will get there ahead of time. They'll maintain the onsides as Lasky very closely was able to pick up the loose puck right at the point. And here's Senna unable to hold the line. He'll have to come back out to neutral ice, and they'll try it all over again. Brandt coming out of the net. That was a little dangerous there. Cross-ice pass up ahead. Stanstead entering the attacking zone. Losing the puck. And fanning. Here comes Senna. Racing up ahead. Senna had a big equalizing goal in the last period. We saw some of the skating speed out there. And here comes Shine. Along the near side, Soselka battling for it. Alongside Senna. And Kaimov will come away with it. He'll go D to D. And that'll be played up ahead. Trying to get deep into the zone. Northwood looking to get some changes out there. Stanstead from behind the net. Played to the near side boards. Exiting at the point. And loose puck picked up by Saselka. Saselka with pressure. Out in front of his own net. He'll flip that one through neutral ice. This one's going to go the length of the ice, but it's waved off for icing. No icing. As Shine goes into the corner. Bodied up by two Stanstead players. And now chipped over towards the goaltender. Brand covers it up, and that'll stop play. 12:30 remaining, third period action. Tied up 3-3 here in Lake Placid, New York. Beautiful fall day outside. A little crispness in the air. It tells you it's time to play hockey. As Saselka steps into the face-off circle. Picked up by Kayamov, almost losing the line. And sent deep into the zone. Here comes Shine blasting through. And now Stanstead playing out of their own zone. This one's just a little bit out of reach. Solomon calling for an icing, and he'll get one. So we'll have a face-off back in the Stanstead zone. To the left of the netminder. Pretty even shots on goal comparison. 21-22 in favor of Stanstead. Cruz laying the body down below the goal line. Played up ahead, Stanstead from the left side, kick save. And the loose puck comes far out towards the blue line. Shine really bodying up in there. A lot of physical play on his part. Stanstead from behind the net. Cruz keeping an eye on the point. Shine in the slot, steals the puck away. And he's got help with Cruz right behind him. He'll dump it into the corner. That'll come behind the net. Cruz heading in. A little bit of stick checking. And Stanstead with two. And that one is swept away by Boudreau. And Boudreau tying up the Stanstead attacker in the corner. Boudreau trying to dig out the puck. And you're going to hear them say, move it along, move it along. Shot, that one goes off the side of the cage and flicked out of the zone. Boudreau lost the stick on the backside of the play. He'll gather that up as Lasky pressures up ahead. Digging away at it. Delaquadri, a nice little poke check. He's able to keep it in the forechecking zone. And some physical play out there by Delaquadri. A nice couple of plays there. Stanstead entering in, and it looks like an offsides. So we'll have a face-off outside the Northwood zone on the near side dot. Saselka in to take the puck drop. Stanstead comes away with control. Shine and Cruz, two physical players out there, putting a little bit of pressure up ahead. Cruz with a stick check from behind. Second chancer. Solomon's got it closed off, and Saselka will come away with it. Looking to clear the zone with a little help from his buddy Cruz. And now Saselka spreading the defense. He goes to the left side. And we got a delayed call coming up. This looks like it might be either a holding or a hooking. And it's a hooking. And so Northwood will go to the power play just inside of 10 minutes remaining in the period. And we'll have a face-off to Brand's left. Saselka coming in. Lasky comes in, and Cruz comes out. And Shine will take the face-off. Back to Kayamov. Drop down to Saselka on the near side half boards. He loses the handle for a second, but it's regained by Kayamov. He'll send it down low. And Northwood getting a little bit desperate in their play. for no good reason. And Stanstead with some heavy pressure on the blue line and a great play to disrupt the attack. And that's a nice play by Lasky to keep it in the zone, but that'll be flipped down to the other end of the ice. And Stanstead, the skater, perhaps thinking that it was going to be an icing. Under these conditions, there's no icing called. So when he pulled up, it allowed Northwood to get back and gain possession of the puck. And almost getting caught from behind, but Kayamov able to drop back and pick up the loose puck. Stanstead faking the shot from the left face-off circle, peeling around the back of the net. And they will pull out. They're on the kill, and it doesn't hurt to pull out of the attacking zone. As Kayamov facing a lot of stick checking and a heavy shot against the boards there. Delaquadri up to Cruz, and Cruz absorbs the hit as a Stanstead player goes down to the ice. And now Boudreau drops it off. Cruz with a shot. That one sauces across the ice and turned away by Brand. Played up to the left point. Shine plays it down low with a wrister. Boudreau looking for a second chance. Cruz with it. With a little help, Delaquadri trying to pick it out. And you can hear the call of the stick back in the Northwood net saying we're going to full strength. Be ready, guys. As Boudreau able to deflect that one. That'll stall the attack. And a shot off the side of the cage. Stanstead attacker really blazing past Senna on that one. It looked like he got past the defense a little bit too easily. And here comes Lasky battling for the loose puck. Stanstead in their own zone. Coming out for a rush. Played from the half boards, peeling up. Shot towards the net, and that one just ticked wide of the net. Lasky with it. Check that, that's Kayamov to Lasky, and now Lasky over to Senna. Senna unable to make anything of it at the slot. And here's Saselka, backhander, trying to get a little bit more on it, of course. Turned over at the slot, and Senna with a shot. Turned away by Brand. Great reaction on the loose puck there. This one will come out to the point. Kayamov across ice. This is Saselka. Saselka into the zone from the right wing. And he's got three on him. Somebody's got to be open somewhere. As the puck squirts out through the slot, picked up by Stanstead. Stanstead up along the right side, sticked away by Kayamov. Kayamov anticipating the shot, but still gets a good one up against the boards as Saselka rips it around the dashers, and that'll go down for icing against Northwood. They're looking for Kayamov. And a warning for both sides. Once again, a skater from each team going to the penalty box. All in the name of competition. As things are getting a little chippy. 5:47 remaining, third period action. All tied up 3-3. Here on the 1980 rink in Lake Placid, New York. My name's Glenn Burnett with your play-by-play. Glad to have you on the edge of your seats. This one's played deep into the Stanstead zone on an errant draw from the faceoff. Stanstead a little bit too strong on the pass back to the point. And now they play out of their own zone. Still 5 on 5. Shot, save. Held on to by Solomon. Boudreau at the near side half boards. Shot from the top of the face-off circle on the wide side. And that one's knocked away by Solomon. Cruz with pressure up front, looking for the steal. And he's got the kind of reach that will do it. Stanstead racing up ahead, 1 on 3 right now. 3 defenders converging. Backhander, and that one slips past Solomon. Right between the pads, and Stanstead takes the lead. Outnumbered on the attack there, 1 on 3, slipping through. And the shot dropping and falling between Solomon's leg pads, and Stanstead takes the lead again, up 4-3 with 4:46 remaining in this third period. Shot.
4:46, third period. That's Georgia assisted at 4:46.
Lasky trying to get the loose puck. Smith in the corner, taken away by Stanstead. Lasky looking for the loose puck. And now it's chipped up ahead. Senna racing out. And a slash. Senna taking that hit. You can tell he was a bit sore, as it seems like maybe he got that on the... It looked like he was having his chin region looked at, but he also looked like his hand came up a little sore. And now Northwood to the power play, down by 1, 4:15 remaining, third period action. Smith having a tough time keeping it in the zone, but he does. And here's Senna. He's going to come around the corner. He's looking for help. He's got Smith behind the net, centering pass, Lasky. Shot save. Lasky from the far left side sends it across to the point. Played off of the end boards by Smith. Sent around to the far side, trying to hold the line, but losing an edge in the meantime. And Stanstead sends it down to the Northwood zone. Little miscommunication out there on the ice between Smith and Lasky. Siselka with a wrister. That one goes wide and blasts off of the end boards. And the puck will go down as Solomon gathers it up and hands it off to his center here, Senna. Senna ahead to Siselka. Siselka fading to the left side. Around the defense, pulls up, shot, looking for the redirect. Lasky gets a stick on it, but this is covered up. And we'll have a face-off. 54 seconds remaining on the Northwood power play. We'll see wholesale changes on both sides ahead of the face-off. Shine taking the drop. Played across to Boudreau. Boudreau to Kayamov from the top of the slot. Looking for the second chancer. Still loose out in front. Delaquadri gets one on it. And then blasted off of the glass from the top of the slot. Cruz in the corner. Being bodied up. Delaquadri poking away at it. Shine comes up with it. Out to the point. Lasky. Check that. Kayamov. Over to Boudreau. Boudreau looking for the redirect. Kayamov gathers up the rolling puck at the point. Stanstead around the dashers to the near side. Boudreau holding it in. Dumps it into the corner. 10 seconds left in the power play. And and another whistle and an interference call with 2:21 remaining in the period. With Stanstead leading 4-3, he'll send another one to the box as they're just about to release the previous penitent. And Northwood will have a power play nearly throughout the rest of regulation. Saselka stepping in for the drop. Passes back to Boudreau. Boudreau to Kaimov from the left top of the faceoff circle. Trying to hold the line. And they're able to, and then it squirts out. They'll enter back in. Saselka with the shot blockered away by Brand. Stanstead trying to make the big clear. Can't get the stick on it well enough. This one saucered across the ice. It'll come off the near boards. Boudreau with it. They're going to need some help rotating up the top so they don't get a quick release.
Stanstead penalty to number 19, Matt Penatelli. 2 minutes for interference. Down to the penalty, 2:21. Third period. Penatelli interference, 2:21.
And it looks like we had a bit of a mistiming trying to pull Solomon out of the net and get the 6th skater out on the ice. We have a stoppage of play. We'll have a face-off at center ice. Saselka in the middle. Keep an eye on the Northwood goal. Once they gain control of the puck and head into the offensive zone, Solomon will come out in favor of a 6th attacker. Saselka fending off the help. This one played off the end boards. And now from behind the net, 1:27 remaining. Still on the power play. Boudreau with the wrister. And that's stopped by Brand. We'll have a face-off in the Stanstead zone. Just 79 seconds remaining in regulation. Northwood down by 1 on the power play for the next 59 seconds. The cage is empty in the Northwood zone. And it looks like Northwood will take a timeout. And get a game plan together for their 6 attackers. Meanwhile, the other bench, Stanstead getting pointers from the coach, how to kill off the power play. Right now, they'll be skating 6-on-4 for the next 59 seconds, unless something out of the ordinary happens. Northwood's got to be careful not to draw a penalty. Stanstead already with their instructions on how to proceed, trying to kill off the penalty. This is what it looks like right now. 1:19 remaining, 3rd period action. Northwood down by 1. Trying to split the series as Stanstead took a game yesterday 5-4. All about as evenly matched as you can get there. 26 shots on goal. Up until recently, we were tied up at 3 apiece. And it looks like Stanstead will now take a timeout. And anybody who has watched any kind of organized sports, when you see timeouts being traded towards the end of a game or in critical moments like this, generally the team that calls the second timeout wants to see the lineup of the team that took the first time out so that they have some kind of an approach and know exactly how they're going to set up. Now that they know how the setup's going to be, Stanstead takes a timeout and gets the last bit of direction. And of course, Northwood anticipating some sort of change, taking advantage of the timeout to get any last-minute instructions out on the ice. As we see Sissalka, Kaimov, Lasky, Shine, Senna, and Boudreau head out onto the ice. This one comes out to Senna. He's got a goal today. Pass down to Lasky, unable to handle it. This one's flung down the length of the ice, and Boudreau will retrieve it. 40 seconds left in the power play. Lasky with it, trying to settle the puck down. From the right wing, shot, looking for a second chancer. Held from the top of the slot, shot. That one goes wide of the net. Shine with it. From down low, passes it around Sissalka looking for it. This one played out to the point. Boudreau with it. Settling in. And now Lasky from the near side. Plays it down to the half boards, trying to get a pass out to the slot, and they do get one. And now Stanstead racing up ahead, trying to get a shot, at least trying to chip the puck a little further on down the ice. And here comes Sissalka. 24 seconds left on the clock. Just about to bring one out of the box for Stanstead. And one loose, he just happens to come out, and instead of shooting it towards the empty net, he sends it over to the boards. Very little time left anyway for Northwood. They'll be lucky if they can get a shot off, and now it looks like it's going to just about do it. Stanstead comes away with the victory. And that's what it looks like when you sweep the series for the weekend. Stanstead elated in a close one, coming away with a victory. And unfortunate for Northwood, they're unable to come away with the win on this one. They'll go to 8-3. They'll take a little time to regather, regroup, and get set for their next matchup as both teams gather at center ice to exchange some goodwill. Good game, good game. Safe travels, good meals, and good luck. What a great day to be a hockey player. What a great day to play hockey. From the 1980 rink in the famed Herb Brooks Arena in Lake Placid, New York, my name's Glenn Burnett, signing off for Game Capsule TV on YouTube. You can find all this footage on YouTube. Go to the Game Capsule TV channel. You'll get all the play-by-play and all the visual hockey action. A great one today. Enjoy your weekend, folks. Thank you and goodbye.